Okay. Switch over here. Alright, so last we were trying to do the Ryujin mission, and I couldn't because I had Barrett with me. And I can't not have Barrett with me because we need to do his mission, which I absolutely had been meaning to do anyway. So, I think we just hop over and do his mission real quick. Oh, I don't need to be wearing this for that though. Actually, I can't do a space outfit if this is on. Interesting. That's kind of cool looking. Oh no, I want that on. What I want off is, there we go. Beautiful. Hey Kathleen, welcome back. Just getting all set to go here. Oh, not the one I'm looking for. Set course for here. Oh, it is still in Alpha Centauri. Okay. Heading the same direction either way. We'll do Barrett's loyalty mission. I guess it's not really called the loyalty
Elliot's
mission.
still taking names and holding people accountable around here.
Have I been here? This looks kind of familiar. Oh my god, you're... Hi! Can I help you? What does this do? Cargo link.
Anything I can help?
Anything worth selling? I need to decide what guns I want. Because I'm carrying too many.
Need some work done? Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new.
There we go. Yeah, I think we've been here before. I see, I'm supposed to talk to Barrett. Okay. I had a side quest here before.
I was just thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart.
Aww. What do we do now? I can't imagine this view would fill anyone with hope. We're gonna take care of it.
Oh, you remind me of...
Hey, JG! Welcome!
Make things right.
How the heck are you, ma'am?
You said it out loud, you know?
Welcome in.
I actually believe we can do it. I just hope our lawyer is as confident.
Doing, Barrett's, one of my companions, he's doing, his, like, special story mission. What we're working on at this point in time. His husband has passed away some time ago, and looks like he was framed for a crime, and we're on a mission to absolve him of the crime. Hopefully. That's how the plan should go.
Ellie Yankton. She worked on Irvin's previous case. Ellie is one of the few lawyers on this planet who's willing to take on the mining corporations in court.
Did you bring everything we discovered already?
I sent that to our lawyer already. I asked her to
Ah,
confidentially...
good. I love Barrett.
review
He's
what
been my
we
favorite
found.
so far. I might pick him as the romance option in this game.
Yes, but listen. Nobody will stand up against the mining corporations around here. They're scared. She didn't want to lose the case, but she didn't have a lot to go on. Thanks to us, now she does.
Alright, let's talk to his lawyer.
Right. She said she would meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town.
It isn't.
But it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
There's a joke in there somewhere. I just didn't make it very well. My phone is on the floor. Look at that. Reliant Medical.
Our last head of security was a real hard ass. Now, if Chief Pretorius chews you out, you probably earned it.
Hardware shop? Oh, just a shop in general. Clint DeHaven.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore.
I love how
So
weird the
why don't you try
accents are in
asking?
this game. Like, I genuinely love it. Nice to meet you, Clint. Just gonna have a look around if you don't mind.
If you need anything, just follow the sound of falling inventory. You'll find me eventually. Plenty on offer.
Some cool stuff. I need some titanium. Do you sell it? No. Eventually I want to put in another, outpost. Oh, I can do this. It's better than no mod. Heck yeah.
Love it.
Can't put anything there. Skip capacity. Yeah. That's fine. What do we got here? I've not really apparently learned very many mods. Because, like, it never lets me do anything. So I was so surprised when I could do something there. Yeah, that's fine.
I know a guy who just got a job at the Centauri Mills plant.
Okay.
Won't say what they pay, but his outfits sure have gotten nicer.
That's really
Taking
random.
in the
thank you.
collection. Quite a sight, eh?
Alright. Eventually, sometime off stream, I think I'm gonna sit with like the different weapons and stuff I have and like make some decisions about which ones I need, which ones I don't. Because I don't need everything that I have. I've definitely been here. I can't remember what the side quest was, but it involved like we were tracking down a shipment and then there's like a murder mystery. Like we found somebody killed by a robot. Well, keep up, old man.
She said she would be expecting
I
us.
gave you a jetpack. You can use it. So I think I gave you a jetpack. We'll double check that later. Maybe I didn't give you a jetpack. How did you get sat down already? You're such a strange man.
Well, well, well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie! Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here. We have work to do, don't we?
We sure do.
Not exactly, but similar cases. A corporation commits a crime and needs a scapegoat, so they select someone powerless to target.
The quintessential Gagarin tale.
Indeed.
Let's discuss Irving's case.
Down to business.
To defeat
Perfect. What do you
the
already know?
Huns.
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years
Hephaestus.
ago. And they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yes. He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him.
Why didn't he defend himself?
I recall receiving a message asking him to appear in court a day after his funeral.
Interesting.
An unfortunate reality of interplanetary legal communiques, I'm afraid.
What was the judgment?
He was publicly blamed for the economic woes, and his accounts were seized in compensation.
His account on Gagarin specifically. It was just the amount he was paid years ago for the job.
Right. They would have taken his assets and other settlements, but by law, his death prevented it.
We need to clear Irvin's name.
Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough.
No. We haven't found
Not on
enough?
its own, no. It's circumstantial. Helpful to support our claim, but not enough.
We can find more evidence.
In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive.
Okay.
The courts won't entertain a challenge to its ruling unless we're sure that something major was missed in the original trial.
What
Which is
was the
fair, that
motive
is how
from
it
the
was
original
expressed.
trial?
We had no solid motive after our witness withdrew his testimony. Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings, a witness, something.
It's been so long. How could we find anything like that?
I don't know.
I've
With a
thought
quest?
about this a lot since the original case. The mine that Irvin worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him.
Wouldn't they have destroyed the
Not
documents?
necessarily. To Hephaestus, it might be cheaper to run away and let the dust bury it all. That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a Foundry terminal, if you can access it. You'll need a passcode. That's the hard part. Besides the Foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he
Which he
knew
did
he
so
was
we could
being
get into.
framed, he might have held on to some documents there.
Let's see. Barrett, this is your investigation, handsome. Thoughts? That is just not the time.
Do you think your Argos extractor's credentials could work? That would be handy.
Barrett, you brought someone with relevant work experience? I admire that.
I'm nothing if not resourceful, Ellie.
If that doesn't work, then maybe talk shop with another worker. See if they can help.
We just need to find the mine where Irvin worked 20-some years ago. How hard could that be?
Let me level with you both. It might not be possible to find enough evidence. But we may as well try, right? At least we'll know one way or another.
What is it?
If
I
you'll
don't know,
excuse me,
right? I do not
I have to
them.
get some court documents ready for this case.
I should still have the key to Irvin's apartment. I hope it's worth our time, but I
I
can't
have been
be
told by
sure.
my coworker who played this, though,
Foundry district isn't too far from
that
here.
if you pick some of the more out there options, the game actually calls you on it. Like, if you flirt inappropriately, it might hurt you instead of help you. Which I thought was kind of funny. I didn't think that's how it would work.
Want this?
Got food for me?
I should still have the key to Irvin's apartment. I hope it's worth our time, but I can't be sure. Yes, this is yours now.
This is mine now? Alien kebabs. He's always giving me food. I love it. Let's go check on
You
this
ever
apartment.
read about the early history of spaceflight? So political. So familiar sometimes. See if there's any way to search the database. You know that admin passcode we got from the cyber runner? I wonder if that will work here. Worth a try.
Could be. I thought it was going towards the apartment, though. Hold on. I wish that was the foundry. The apartment must be up here.
Gagarin was the one industry fitting.
Have you ever met a pirate? Are you scared? I wouldn't be.
Uh-huh. Well, get up here.
After you. Probably never in. Now I get why he wanted me to look after his plants. No windows. Insufficient power for proper lamps. Oh, he must have been busy. No wonder he wrote so much. Wait a second. What about this safe? I bet it's locked by a terminal. Irvin didn't live here for long, but he certainly had a lot of junk here. I had no idea.
I wonder if any of this food's still good. Probably not. Bathroom doesn't look great either. Honestly, this place looks a little ransacked. Like, I get it, no one's been in here, but like, this kind of mess doesn't just happen like that, you know?
Well, I'll be. If you ever doubted Irvin's genius, look at all this. Still chugging along 20 years later.
Finalize apartment purchase, send anniversary gift to Barrett, meet new coworkers at the bar. Irvin Madani? The mine assignment is specific in the contract. The key allows you to access the foundry. Foundry computers. For additional information on your particular assignment, we look forward to working with you. Natalia Horanto? Applications in town, all the check status. Application for hunting license. Okay. We have to talk about the job. If you can please reach out to me before you start. HH. Terminate Alpha Predator near assigned mine for Hephaestus Mining Corp. This is highly intelligent Alpha Predator that seems to have recently emerged near the mine. I've been contracted with Dr. HH to uncover the creature so aggressive. It's to do with mining activity. Oh. Aw, sweetheart. I know this is going to be a long job on Gagarin, so I thought I'd send you some flowers to cheer you up. I know how much you like the ones that aren't cut. I found some there who had a live plant. Ta-da! Don't worry about me. I just got me on a new assignment already with Sarah. That'll keep me busy until you return home. Missing you always, Barrett. Unlock safe. Hack expert. Heck yeah. Wow, nothing else fits. This is definitely a tricky one. We already tried that one. I don't think we tried this one. There we go. This is progress. Just the nubbin. Let's see here. Beautiful. We got it. Unlocking the safe.
Aha. Will you look at that? If we go to town hall, I bet we can get a copy of that hunting license. Hold on. Is that what I think it is?
It's a cactus? I don't know what I'm supposed to be excited about there. Money.
But we could search for it at the Foundry database.
Just a folder. Desktop digital frame. Doesn't look like he's got much in it though. Unlock this. Got it. Hey!
Done?
You changed your shirt. Look like taking bath in 3 days. It looks like I've taken a bath for 3 days. Why are you so worried about my clothes, man?
Impressive. All right, we've got some solid leads, it looks like. The employment contract and the hunting license at Town Hall. Much better than liquid or gas leads. That much is evident. It was a bit
What a bad
strange
joke.
going through Irvin's old things, though. I was hoping for some old pictures, but nothing. What's that you have there? A plant?
Did Irving say what it was for?
No, but I did find a few slates that might give us a clue. As well as a reminder to finish a physics paper that I never did. Yeah, but not for the trial. Let no one say that Irvin Madani didn't have a sentimental side. The proof
Yes,
is
I
in
had to
this
take a
plant.
break earlier, but now I'm back.
With an assist from this self-sustaining habitat dish. Evolved or altered, Irvin used to experiment a lot with extremophile plant life. Maybe he made the perfect plant buddy for his windowless apartment. In any event, I'll go through Irvin's notes in more detail later. There's probably a flowchart somewhere with this little guy's name on it. Oh, on that note, we should give it a name. I'm thinking something simple yet refined. What do you think of Harvey?
Harvey the cat. Sure.
Then it's unanimous. Okay, the three of us should get back to it. You, me, and Harvey have a case to solve.
Sure. You, me, and Harvey. Harvey makes 3. At some point I should get rid of a lot of these drugs I'm just not going to use because they're taking up carriage space. Alright. Well, sounds like
You want
everyone's
to know
going to
what I
work.
think about all these new businesses buying up the town? No comment.
I didn't even ask you.
I'm not supposed to run on the walkways anymore.
I say I support it. Run all you want,
think the
kid.
Terramos are
You only
coming
live
here
once.
I mean, we're in the damn same system as the Atlantis.
Magazine.
Still want to do that hike?
I don't know.
I don't understand why food left there is stealing.
Can't imagine what the temperatures get up to outside the canyons.
Where am I? What is this room?
Factory's largely automated, but when machines misbehave,
Do not enter? I'm gonna enter.
Archmite will not be held responsible for any harm you sustain during your visit.
I'm gonna enter. Can't stop me. What's up here? Hey, Brennan, how's it going? Good to see you. You're doing well on this fine day.
This place is state of the art, so try not to break anything.
We follow all United Colonies safety protocols to the letter.
Well, there was nothing interesting here for me.
I was thinking about going for a hike outside the canyon.
Can this possibly wait? Oh, Chief Pretorius? She thinks Gagarin is just peachy being poor and run down. Has
It's so
no vision.
peachy.
But Archmite does. Thanks to our investment, the largest formerly shuttered mech plant in the city has been refurbished and is churning out some of the finest heavy equipment in the settled systems. And we're sharing that vision of a revived Gagarin with others. We've been bringing in investors, showing them all the potential of this place. We were only asking the chief to make sure the areas we'd planned to visit didn't have any malcontents running around. Unfortunately, some of the locals don't appreciate all we've done for the city.
Mm-hmm. Who can blame them since you're trying to transform their city from out from under?
Yes. What a loss for local character that a rotting factory has been made useful again. But I understand it can be hard for some people to come to terms with change, even when it ultimately benefits them. Archmite? We're the galaxy's
Archmite what?
premier heavy equipment firm. Diggers, construction robotics, that sort of thing.
He's a
And
digger.
we're on Gagarin to take advantage of an opportunity. The city's old mech factories have been sitting dormant for years now. But they're open again thanks to us. We've automated the old assembly lines and brought plenty of money to the city in the process. It's a win-win for all involved.
Mm-hmm.
What gave it away? I was born in New Atlantis, but the business environment is so stuffy there. Centuries-old firms set in their ways. Gagarin is gritty, exciting, an opportunity for growth. And isn't that what business and life are all about? This has been lovely, really.
You think you're hot? Try wearing security.
Go to town hall. Is that Phil Hill?
I've
Oh,
got
this is-
applications
That's not
in
even a
at
man. I'm
Archmite
sorry.
and
I'm
Reliance.
sorry, ma'am. Currently closed for renovations. Reopening date is TBD. Civilian applications. Error. Your agriculture structure permit is still valid. You do not need to apply. Excellent. Wow. This has definitely been under renovations for a minute. This is Mining Corporation. Complaint department is at capacity.
And I know most of the other applicants, so I think I'm
The
a
license
sure.
was sponsored by Hephaestus after all. It will be very interesting to see this.
I don't quite know how all this pieces together yet, but I also heard a lot of Irving's story several weeks ago. So I might be not remembering something that I should be remembering.
Real scorcher today, isn't it?
Spacey Lee Curtis's account. View my assignments. Does not support me. Does not support it. Okay. Dispersed paycheck. Hey! Admin? Haha. That must be that passcode we got from the guy. Supporting offenses, Six Sisters, and Mandela Mining. Mine assignment number, company. Festus, year 2339, inactive. Mine, downloading coordinates. What you got?
Coordinates look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right? Well, at least we know where to keep looking, right? I guess we'll see what state the mine is in. It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there. If that's the case, we'll just have to figure something out.
Security's usually good about keeping out strays, but keep your eyes open at night for dust devils and prom wings, okay?
Cool. Picked up another magazine.
I knew I shouldn't have got eyes with you. Damn it.
The ship will take us to the mining site, but there's still one more thing to look at around here. I guess not. I guess we just need to talk to her.
You're back. Well, what did you uncover?
We got it from Town Hall and everything. It's the real deal.
I see. This sort of thing works well for the narrative of our case, but we will need more evidence to bring it to a judge.
We're on it, Ellie. Don't worry.
Well, I like the sound of that. Okay, now that is a solid lead. Well, don't let me stop you while you're on a roll, detectives. We can talk more later.
Come in, Barrett. All right.
The Baron's not the least surprised.
I remember watching Shiny New Magazine.
Let's hop over to where we need to go. I don't know who that person is that we need to speak to, but we can do that in a second. A bit of combat would probably be a good thing for figuring out what guns I like and what ones I don't.
place was shuttered 20 years ago. Might have new tenants now.
Interesting. Alright, let's check out this guy. One at a time. Huh. Juvenile pests imply the existence of adult pests. Ow. I was looting, sir.
Did you get that particular piece that... Yes, that right there. Excellent.
Can I open this?
Bah. I was looking forward to more.
Oh, we're not done yet, Barrett. Don't you worry. I forgot to check, make sure you have a skip pack. Cause you're not doing a lot of skip packing. Huh. You're having a bad time. Where are you?
Can't believe they left all this stuff here. Ah, yes. Shuffle time. Let's see if we can even the load.
Okay, you do have a pack. I just need you to be using it.
Okay. Let's keep looking around.
I should take a little nap. Barrett, get over here so I can actually hear you when you talk. A plushie. Yeah, I want this.
My favorite part.
Oh, adult pet. They're moving around. Okay. I feel like I have a pretty good handle on what this gun is. So let's move down the line. This one I know I like. It's just very scoped. This one I think does not a lot of damage, but it's one of the ones I have that's automatic, which I really like.
Sure. Pick it up if you want.
I plan on it, but thank you for your permission anyway. How is that? Ooh, nice.
Looks like administration.
Hmm.
Records.
Barrett's like, what up? What you doing? Decommissioned. Conducting environmental impact study, which is incorporated in several upcoming land acquisitions. Terminated local predator. Assistant Dr. Hauge with an environmental impact study. Interesting. Hephaestus ordered immediate closure of this mine and all others in the area, even though we're at peak extraction efficiency. Mine will be sealed and stay in standard fashion, all equipment left behind. Oh, HH quit, citing ethics violations on a planetary scale. Irvin's contract is over. No more predators or any wildlife have been found at the mine. It's a miracle. Year 1 is complete. Now at full production, site is expected to be fully depleted far ahead of schedule due to the removal of complicated volatile gases. Interesting. So the mine was supposed to be depleted. He was able to kill the largest predator. Currently no wildlife in the mine. Unrelated. We're now fully depleted. This did not happen in the previous mines. To kill one of the main predators hadn't left for weeks. Interesting. They've been circling the mine, attacking each other. Purpose is unclear. They are violent and security firm is unprepared. Since security ate one of those local predators. And previously recorded special predators have been plummeted below critical levels of force like weeks. Trained after the mine's first year of operation. Crew found a flock of dead creatures in the mine. Exactly on time, 6 months into phase 2, we have penetrated the subsurface layers of slime and biomass with the top layer of material and have full local access. Gases are escaping through the bacterial layer at a higher rate than previous mines in this biome. This is reducing the amount of biomass. HH has been assigned to the current active evasive mine to evaluate the situation. Interesting. Very interesting. So, basically, the mine was empty. And they're trying to blame the mine closing on something else. How interesting. So they must have gotten through the mine, really done something to F up the environment. Unlock the terminal. And unlock his terminal.
Bingo. All right. Let's go find Irvin and Helgi's lab stations.
No, I didn't realize I was unlocking something else here. Okay, that does not work. Okay, that's better. Beautiful. Ooh, and zipper bandages. Foreman computer. a lot of ammo in here. Foreman's log. We are currently recovering from a collapse. Full death toll is unknown at the moment, but at least 13 dead. I will be consulting the head geologist about how to best move forward. While drilling, seem to stumble on a new nest of some sort. We aren't certain of the species. Ooh. So much hacking here. Just so much. Novice locks really do feel really easy after you get used to all the other ones. Let's see here. Because it's always the right amount. Boudica. Need any of these things. I can take the bag now. I feel like I'm hearing security cameras or something.
We can make room for that. Sure.
We can absolutely make room for money, Barrett. Just a door in from outside. Obviously, we need to go down in that thing, but I want to see what else is going on up here. Nothing. Alright, Barrett, get on here. Keep up. One succulent. This looks like a door. Varun Star Shard? Oh, wow. Particle beam pistol. Advanced coachman. Well, let's try this out. I'm not much of a pistol person, but that sounds cool. Head geologist log. Our spoken to foreman regarding the unfortunate collapse that occurred. He was recommending that we evacuate the rest of the mine in case of a total cave-in. To assuage his fears, scan the surrounding areas of the mine to improve its stability. What I found was quite encouraging. Continued drilling should pose no danger of collapse. Although the veins we have been mining for some time are currently trapped beyond the collapsed area, with a solution, we can dig around the collapsed circle our way back. Interesting. Hey, it's Irving's computer. This account has been deactivated. Irving, they're not gonna like what I have to say, HH. Irving, I've included your analysis in my papers, which I've sent to the main office. Thank you for helping me collect and analyze the data. I sincerely hope this makes a difference. Dr. Hawks. The data tells a troubling story. Could the microbial colony network be poisoned by the chemicals from these mines? Could be a global collapse.
It was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators. So, they ruined the ecosystem here, and it had nothing to do with Irvin.
I'm shocked.
This is it. This is what Ellie needs to see.
We're not done yet. Still one more computer. What is this? Whoa, when this thing hits, it does damage.
Made a bad impression. Come and get it.
Hot dang. What is that? There's entirely too many cool guns in this game.
I know it's not uncommon for them to leave all this equipment.
Turn my flashlight on. Why can't I? Okay, I don't get a flashlight. That's fine.
I know it's not uncommon for them to leave all this equipment.
Make this thing automatic. Ah. Must be something this gun does. I really do like this gun, but I struggle with pistols, so we're gonna keep checking all of these. This one's definitely staying. It's kind of my sniper. This does a lot of damage. This does less, but it's automatic. So these are basically, they're different. They're different because one's a Beowulf, one's Grendel. But they're basically the same kind of gun. It's just this one happens to be automatic. I don't think I need 2 snipers. Yeah, I like the other one better. This is the macros. Let's go back to trying this one out. I think I could get rid of the the Beowulf and the drum beat. Could go. What's down here? What the? Whoa! What's killing me? Oh, this! Oh, God. That caught me off guard. we're gonna go back to a pistol. Oh, this was the other one I wanted to try. Did I not get it yet? I don't think I favorited it. Where did it go? Did I find it here and I'm just forgetting? Yeah, we're gonna have to go back a little bit. Not find this last time. Okay, so not that one. Perfect. Money. Uranium. Lubricant. Whatever that is. Did I get the pistol, like, as recently as upstairs? Because I don't understand why I don't have any. So I really liked that pistol. Yep, this is where I found it. Okay, I'll just have to go through this again. I'm surprised it didn't autosave here.
It was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators. So, they ruined the ecosystem here, and it had nothing to do with it. This is it. This is what Ellie needs to see. Lights are on down here at least.
Looks like it's still counting the kills I made here. We got that far. Okay. Somewhere around here is a queen. where's the other kind of like shotgunny? Not that. Oh, that was the other one I was gonna try. This feels intriguing. Focus up, Barrett. We got some shooting to do first. Where's the big one?
I've done this 1,000 times.
Have you've done this specifically 1,000 times? Have done this specific activity 1,000 times.
Did you factor in the local gravity before doing that?
Where's the queen? Queen pass. I really like this. It just doesn't have a very big mag. It also does bleed damage.
I've got some time to kill.
Got her. Environmental damage. I totally knew that the last time I was here. But I also needed to take that, so there you go. It all works out. Hi! Get it, Barrett. Let's see what this computer has. Ecosystem collapse. Conclusion. Biochemistry analysis of subsurface bacterial colonies revealed near total collapse caused by the gases released in the mining process. Killing apex predators devastates the local colony temporarily, but they can rebound. Chemicals released from these mines, however, are 95% responsible for the collapse of the ecosystem. My full report, including the data by then, will be directly in the main office. Due to witnessing numerous ethics violations, I quit. 980 report about the severity of the situation. What Hephaestus is doing in these mines will cause a biome collapse to be unsustainable short term.
Seems like Helgi tried to do the right thing here. I'm sure Ellie would want to see this. He's citing numerous ethics violations dating back to before Earl's time. And Hephaestus just ignored him.
Yep. Like, I'm ignoring the fact that you want to stand there and start following me. Do not understand. Hold on. This is why I don't have a flashlight. Because when I equip that other stuff, it didn't equip my spacesuit. There we go. Not that the flashlight does anything. This game has like the most worthless flashlight I've ever seen in a video game. But it's slightly better.
It'll heal.
Like, the flashlight is almost enough to make you wish you didn't have a light on. I can't tell if I've been everywhere in here or not. I think I missed a spot, but whatever. We gotta go. It's time to get out of here. It has become nightfall.
This whole planet smells weird. Like chemicals and smoke.
You want to know what I think about all these businesses buying up the town?
I like to go the scenic way. Ow.
If you have any problems, you should talk to Chief Pretorius. She'll help you out.
Ellie! Hello?
Uh-oh.
Welcome back, detectives.
Oh, okay.
Ellie, I sent you all the data from the mine already. As I'm sure you know.
Yes, I've been reviewing it. Sit down. Let's have a chat about it. Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
You can tell her.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, pew, pew.
Barrett?
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the
I bet
documents
that
we
cactus
found
is
there,
going to
right?
be something
What
Irving
do you
made
think?
What you
to
both
survive
found in that
the lack
mine
of
is
microbes or
remarkable.
something.
These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yay!
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose.
Huh?
Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem.
How come?
Helgi isn't an ideal witness at all.
Why?
He was our star witness the first time, and he never showed up.
I see.
Plus, he's got a reputation around town. After he quit, he went a bit weird.
What is a bit
I
weird?
can handle a bit weird. I know the captain can, too.
Clearly. But the judge might feel differently. It might be worth finding some character witnesses, too, while you're looking for him. I'm glad you're taking it in stride. It's just, for a case with this much science, we need the man who wrote the claims to back them up. Maybe even explain it in layman's terms. That's also a bit tricky. He's hard to find. Doesn't really stay in one place for long. You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes.
Okay.
You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic.
I can do that.
We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
We can do a light touch. We can find character witnesses, too.
Yes? Can this possibly wait? Bye now.
Just trying to see anybody with a name who might become a character witness.
Terror morphs, hitting us where it hurt. Moments like this, I wish I wasn't retired. Now, what was it you wanted? Welcome to the Vanguard recruitment office. Here to join the cause.
I'm already in the cause.
If you've got a ship and the metal to help keep UC systems safe, the Vanguard has got a place for you. Ah, pleasure to meet you, Captain. So then, to what do I owe the visit? My family's actually lived here since the place was first settled. Gagarin's seen a lot in that time. Wasn't too long ago.
She doesn't
this
seem to
was
be a character
booming
witness.
manufacturing town, churning out mechs for the UC. That all went belly up when the technology was banned post-colony war. Now we've got these outside firms buying up the old factories, bringing in new money. Honestly, I think we'll see this place get a real facelift in our lifetimes. Doors always open.
Okay. Character witnesses, huh? Character witnesses.
Hey, what's drunk? People seem to really like it.
Nah, don't do it, kid.
Apparently the corporate execs are talking about building their own priority capital.
The bar could have some character witnesses.
Finally starting to cool off.
Doesn't look like
The
it.
city was shut down the other day for a corporate investment. It hadn't damaged
Okay.
You from off-world?
Well, your destination's hot and dusty.
Not sure what to do about the issue.
Let's see what's up here.
Buzz off, alright?
I don't miss all the extra heat from the old forges, that's for sure.
Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritz or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis.
How dare you? I love wine spritzer.
Well, then make yourself comfortable. And don't start anything, alright? Bunch of corporate marionettes moving in, setting up shop. They think we're just a bunch of cheap factories and dumb labor that'll leap at whatever scraps they toss us. But Gagarins are tough by default. We've got exactly zero need of corporate condescension. We can get that taken care of. Don't cook yourself out there.
Someone painted some choice words on the front of the hat.
I'm not sure where I'm gonna find a character witness.
You been to Clint's recently? He get crushed under all that crap.
Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives.
She gets it, Barrett.
With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Does the name Irvin Medina sound familiar?
No, not really. I mean, there's Irvin the Slaughterer and Irvin the Scourge of Gagarin, but I doubt that's the same person, right? I treat anyone who walks in my doors, if I'm able to. I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else...
Okay.
If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
We're thinking of taking Hephaestus to court with Dr. Hodgson as a witness. Now, given his situation, we're worried the defense might cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Sweet.
Thanks, Doc. If he does
Are we
end
gonna have
up
like a whole
testifying,
courtroom sequence when this is done?
definitely need
Because
you
that
for the
sounds
trial.
really exciting.
Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best. I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
Clint's, we were in there earlier.
You think the Terramorphs are coming here next? I mean, we're in the same damn system as New Atlantis.
I'm trying to talk to you, Clint.
They
There
not
we
look
go.
like trade in a little bit of everything here. Except Mick.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt. Nobody is going to know where he is, aside from someone who knows the underbelly of Gagarin. And that is Lizzie up at the bar. That's who you need to ask.
So, are you
You
going
sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past. Yeah, and while you're here, maybe see about buying something, eh?
I just gave you 4,000 credits. We're just making our way back to all the people I've already talked to.
Welcome back.
Ah, yes. The detectives. I heard about you.
A reputation already? I'm impressed.
Slow news day, I guess. I serve drinks here, friend.
We were told that you are a local crime.
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials for today.
There's nothing on here.
Barrett, shut up.
Oh, that's strange. Here, let me fix that. Don't worry, it's just the one sale today.
Oh, right. Of course, it's a number. Here you go, Captain. All yours.
The service I provide is worth quite a lot.
I don't want to use manipulation.
Yeah, I hope so. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. If you don't like it, find someone else to deal with. It's nothing for an off-worlder like you to pay what we ask for.
Alright.
Thanks for your patronage. Sending your receipt directly to you now. We'll be sure to leave a glowing review for your establishment. Don't worry. Wait, so let me get this straight. You want the bartender to testify he's not a lousy drunk? Don't have to tell me twice. Happy to take your credits anytime. I hate it when the walkways creak.
Alright. Oh god. This is so much further than I wanted it to be. There we go. Well, hi. I paid a lot of money to find you.
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people? Then find a history slate. An ancient history slate. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies.
Huh. Irvin was Barrett's husband. We're just looking for answers.
Passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it?
Sorry,
for
Barrett,
your
for sharing your
loss and all
laundry,
that,
but
I can't bring
I
back
think
the
it'll
dead
be
or
what work.
anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too. Well, you'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them. You're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo. Ellie Yankton? But why? It doesn't matter. Nothing's changed.
Alright, I failed the last two of these.
Why is this so hard to understand here? Damn right it does. I just didn't think there was a way to challenge them.
I don't want to manipulate him.
What's right has got nothing to do with it. Yeah, you may have a point.
You know, I've never tried auto persuade. Maybe I should just see what it does.
Is that who you're with? You do look like a beefy lot.
Huh?
Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, you'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Alright. I've not tried the auto persuade before. I don't really know what causes it, but I didn't want to use manipulation. That felt wrong. I do keep forgetting I have it now. But I don't want to use it on a guy like that.
Helgi agreeing to testify is a great help. Might need witnesses to vouch for his character, though. Someone in security, maybe?
Can try that. Someone in security? Like, who are you thinking, man? Where have I not been? We're already up at the Vanguards.
I've got applications in at Arcmite and Reliant, and I know most of the other applicants.
I have to break up one more fight at Lizzie's. She and I are gonna have problems. Man, could I use a vacation?
Yeah, I don't know who you think I'm gonna get.
This thing you're there? Don't get in the way of the robots. I'm not responsible if they step on your toes. What do you expect? Robots never get tired. They don't need breaks. They can carry heavy loads. They're faster and more efficient in every way for this kind of work. And if I'm being honest, I prefer their company. When you've spent most of your life in space away from people, you learn to trust technology more than humanity.
Fair.
All right, bye.
I don't think there's somebody else for me to go get. Alien, bye. Cleanse we already tried. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll see what she says.
I wasn't sure if Helgi would testify, but I'm glad we were able to convince him.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and, well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes?
He will testify.
Well, that is perfect. She's probably the best person to call on should Hephaestus decide to play dirty. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
The evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I almost never say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
You're making me nervous.
Huzzah! That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. Clear Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hawkson's standing in the scientific community. All in all,
So let's get to it.
Really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing.
Oh, do we not get to go to
We
the
can
court?
talk more in private. Wow, we actually did it. Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like... What's
Shouldn't
the
we
old
go to
saying?
the court?
A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel.
We could weigh you to confirm.
Come on, let's not ruin the moment. Although we did do a lot of walking, I bet I really am lighter. I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help.
I think this flirt line's alright.
Ah, that's sweet. But it wasn't just for me. It was for Irv. And of course, we can't forget our new friend Harvey.
I really wanted
In
Harvey to
fact,
be like the main point that
Harvey's
cares.
got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy. You know what? He just might. But it's probably best you chart the course. Harvey doesn't do well with things that require hands.
Fair.
We've been through a lot, haven't we?
We sure have.
I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely. On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life. Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend.
Tell me more about our bodies. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that one. That is I'm passing.
And the definition of that changes for everybody. If one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion. I know I certainly am. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person.
Your hand just
forever.
went into your body.
I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us.
Oh, here we go. You know what? You know what I like about Barrett? You know what he didn't need me to do? He didn't need me to follow him to a location, so I could follow him to a location, so I could follow him to a third location, so that we could go to a different part of that third location. It's a little abrupt anyway, but this is what I want to do.
You cannot know how relieved I am to hear you say that, because I feel exactly the same way.
There
I
we go.
wondered if I was imagining your affectionate words from time to time. I wasn't sure, but it was very welcome. But before we go on further, are you really ready to build love into our friendship? This is a huge step, you know.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I've done this before, of course. And my love for Irvin will always be there. But I have room in my mind and heart to love again. And I'm willing to try. I'm ready to. This is the moment I was hoping for. The moment that I will remember.
And we're in this
forever.
lawyer's office doing this in
My
front of
heart
her.
is racing. This is an adventure in itself, isn't it?
Hello, detective. Hello,
Hey, did you enjoy? She's got a smile on her face. Look at her. She enjoyed that whole thing. She enjoyed all of it. Every single step of it. She liked. So is that really how the mission ends? We just clear his name and we find out, like, off screen? That was really cute, though. I like them. And it's nice, too, because Barrett's the one that, like, saves you at the beginning of the game.
Have you heard about Space Frog?
I have.
Some pictures of him around town for fun.
I love Space Frog. Do you want to talk about Space Frog? I'll talk to you about Space Frog. Barrett, what are you doing? He must be that excited. That said, I am going to need to dismiss him so I can go do the Ryujin mission.
All these fancy new businesses going on.
You should inspect your ship for heat.
Okay, so there was some stuff. I think I said The Beowulf and the drum beat I could actually do without. Where did that one go? Oh, I don't need this either. This one's just here because I was going to sell it. I do wish it would warn you before you sold something favorited, but still. It's going to be way better to not have all of those weapons on me. Contains coffee, maybe I get it now.
Just every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
Let's see how he talks to you now. Where is he? Barrett, where are you? Oh, yeah, he'll show up on the ship if I get on the ship. So I think I'm gonna take other lady with me.
Hello.
There we go.
This place needs more decorations, don't you think?
I think so. I'm working on it eventually. Okay. So we're gonna go into inventory. Favorite to 1. Favorite to 2. We'll go ahead and put that in 3 because I want to try it. See, this one's the A99. So we're going to move that one there. So the cutter, the pistol, the gun I need to try, my sniper rifle, my automatic, a gun I don't know that I need both that and that. But I think this is the non-automatic and this is the automatic version. This is the disruptor, and then these are both bigger damage dealers. So that's better.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hello there, Dusty. You're one of the best things that has ever happened to me.
My God, but I don't feel the same way. I'm sorry. Oh, that's awkward.
Stop it. You're making me
Oh,
blush.
Kathleen, sorry, I just saw that. Yeah, I know it was a sweet moment. It was a little awkward in front of that lawyer. I could have roleplayed that and, like, gone somewhere. But that's fine. Okay, I would like to take her with me
What's
now.
next on the agenda? I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just in case we need it.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review. And the galaxy's cheesy as bogey to
I love his food obsession.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.
Okay. I'm gonna take her with me because she has stealthiness. Which, see? She has stealthiness.
Hey, you. Perfect.
Oh my God. My God. Barrett. Okay, so let's see here. Now we can finally go do this. She does ship us. She's into it. And Barrett wasn't immediately jealous that I wanted to walk around with somebody else. How's my carry weight right now? Good. Directly over the commercial district. I want a new hat. Okay, so this part you all have seen before.
All visitors are by appointment only, I'm afraid. Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today?
Sure did. My name is Skylar Lumen.
Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Da-da. Alright, let's go stop some evil scientists.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. Desi notified me that you are on your way. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart that you've arrived.
And this time I'm gonna remember to use manipulation on these guys. Oh, honey! Honey, I'm taken. I don't know what we're doing here.
I'll go notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Hey, thanks. The operative helmet doesn't actually do anything for me. It just looks cool. But I'm okay with it looking cool. Wonder if I can get him to do something. What can I get him to do? Nothing. Is he just gonna follow me? I would like you to go somewhere. Just stand right there. In the corner. All right. Yep. Crouch. See, she is invisible. Snake lady. Or she should be, at least. This did not help me to get in there. You're supposed to stay invisible. Okay.
They should have fought harder.
Okay. I really wanted to bring her with me, but it's not working. What about... I might have to just do it on my own.
Yes, you need me? You will be lost without me, but as you wish.
Okay.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. Desi notified me that you are on your way. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Miss Hart. Notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Cool, thank you. Don't think anything of what I'm wearing. Looks like I got lucky the last time.
Having a good one?
You know it.
Well, don't look at me. If you want someone to blame, I
She was like, I didn't want to talk to this person anyway. We're just gonna do a save like this. I'm curious what that is.
The hell was that?
Nothing.
Call it off. We're clear.
I thought that might be how I mess up the heating system, but it does not appear to be how you do that. Calm down, everybody. Oh, hi. I wish I could remember what level the heating system is on. And I have to think it's downstairs.
The hell was that?
Okay, load. There's gonna be a lot of scum saving on this mission. Okay, so we're not even gonna bother shooting that pipe. Okay, I'm allowed to be here. See what roof access does. Maybe this is where... So this is how I would have gotten in. Okay. This is what I need to do. sabotage the heating system. I feel like this is the area that would have the heating system, but I don't know where that would be. That looks very heating system-esque. Maintenance report. Critical systems. Heating. Activate system. Yes.
Detected. All non-essential personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
Okay. That's gonna make getting around a lot easier. Oof. It's nasty in here.
The hell was that?
Nope. Stay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Overseer program. Workspace. My campaigns. Confidential projects. Haven't been able to reach your friends in the clinic. Can you have someone lean on them? It's time to bring home Starfleet. Unaccounted for expenditures. Gonna go water my plants? Heck yeah! Enjoy planting. Let's see what's in here. This one. Can it also go here? No. Nope. Let's try it here. Doesn't work there. Yeah. This is tricky. think I can make this one work. No, even if we start from the beginning, it never goes. What about here? I know this isn't super thrilling, but I'd like to. Let's try this. Because then... I was really hoping that would work, but it doesn't. So I need that close. Let's try this. Oh my god. Okay. Progress! Progress. Ah, we got it. I'll definitely take the money and the med packs, and that's good to sell. The door. Is there another way out? Yeah, looks like there could be. Here, maybe? All right. I've decided this is how we're doing this. We're doing this in sheer chaos. Game, I'm gonna need you to recognize that I don't need to take the step you really seem to think I need to take. Because that's really stressing me out right now. Game, this is not necessary. Like, I don't know how to explain to you that that's not important. Care about if these guys die or not, to be honest. Okay. Oh my god! you give me the next thing now? I really don't care if you guys die, because you're kind of all working for the bad guy. Okay, I need to get down somehow. Turrets. I really don't care if I shoot all of you. I've been so good for Ryuji up to this point. I really don't care about that. I'm just not built for stealth. Like, you know what? I like this pistol, but it's we gotta change it up. Find a naive. Or get through another way, I guess. Okay, we'll figure it out. I could get let in if there was anybody left to manipulate, but I've kind of killed everybody. D-card? That looks like it. Phase computer. This was not a subtle mission. Should have done this first. Don't think this is going to be right. We're going to have to do this more, but that's okay. This will at least get us started. Yeah, this won't work. Yeah, none of this will work. Try this one. one still works. Which means I only have to use one of these on that level, so that's better. And this should work here. And then I can easily solve this with the individual ones. Ow! I gotta get out of here now. Got it. This did practically nothing for me. I know. You're horrendously injured and I'm making you run. I get it. I feel like I should go to roof access, but okay. No one cares? Okay. Sure. I don't know where that worked, but alright. They are not going to be happy with how I did that. In fact, they're going to be livid. We'll go to Reliant Medical after this and get fixed up.
If you ever find yourself with a hot lead, we will do our best to protect your anonymity. Can I help you?
Yeah, actually, conveniently enough.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. What's this so-called story about? All right, I'll take a look. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence. I figured as much. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source?
I'm just like dying in front of him.
As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
They are not gonna be happy with me.
You talk and get paid. I spread the news. It's a classic. Hope to see you again.
Can I help you? Okay, where am I in relation to Reliant Medical? Taking damage, so I can't fast travel.
Everything good? We're here to help.
Pretty sure Reliant Medical is in the mass or the residential district though. Makes the yep, there it goes. Signs to Reliant Medical right there. Having a rough time of it.
Nice day for a picnic.
Now, could I just take care of myself? Absolutely. That's not the point. Doesn't help that I'm also thirsty and hungry, so that at least will help. Reliant Medical. There it is. We'll get fixed up here.
Now I've seen everything.
The majority of citizens here in New Atlantis count on Reliant Medical. I believe our reputation speaks for itself. Welcome to Reliant. If you're in need of medical assistance or require supplies, I am sure we can accommodate you.
I do in fact need help.
So, what brings you in today? My goodness, you're in quite a state. You definitely need some assistance.
I definitely do.
Let's get these wounds closed up and get you on the road to recovery. I can't say you won't feel anything, but you'll be better off in the long run. There you are. Right is rain.
Burns cured. Lung damage cured. Puncture wounds cured.
May you remain in good health.
I think. Okay. We'll go turn in this quest. This should hopefully be the end. We'll probably wrap up. I don't really know what my schedule is for the rest of the week. I really wish I could tell you, like, oh, this is when I'm gonna be streaming again. But honestly, it could be tomorrow and it could be Wednesday. Not entirely sure. I'm kind of leaning against tomorrow just because I've done a lot of streaming in a row. But it'll kind of depend on how my schedule ends up. Well, in the past, I've handled myself exquisitely well. I don't know how they're going to feel this time. The job got done.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment.
Yeah, I think you were.
If only intent mattered. All the tools at your disposal, and yet here we are. I hope you at least attempted to use the internal neuroamp. And yet not useful enough to avoid a body
Yeah, I knew
count?
she'd be pissed. Welcome back.
Still, it's good to know the applications are proving themselves. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity.
Go ahead, May.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barrett for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom. So this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith. Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
Classic.
That's certainly our hope. Any employee with a sense of drive is sure to show themselves. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them.
You want me to use a neuroamp?
Yes, that's exactly what it's designed for. The bright side being, they'll never know. Fine. Whether or not you use the internal neuroamp is up to you, but I still want results.
Fair.
You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust he'll get it done.
Alright. Oh, I don't mind using the neuroamp on her, because she's not cool.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work. Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity just makes us look weak. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing.
I think we need to use it on her.
This is exactly why
Welcome
Masako's
back,
time
Ash.
as CEO is finished. Good. If you use that neuroamp wisely, it will guarantee that Infinity gets shut down. Well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits. You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth keeping around. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind. This should make for an interesting meeting. An issue? That would be a foolish move. Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down.
I understand the irony of using it to get her to vote against it, but I don't care.
Dangerous indeed. For all I know,
I'm not going to use it on anyone else, just on her, for poetic justice.
Perhaps I didn't see it earlier, but you're right. The moment a competitor reverse engineers Vina's work, it'll be chaos. The last thing I want is to have my brain scrambled because some engineer didn't do their due diligence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
Alright. Everyone else, we're gonna do the old-fashioned way.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available. Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd. Throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why?
Isn't common order saying our workers are innocent? They didn't know what was going on.
Oh, I didn't mean in regards to Drexler's actions. More in the sense of, should a superior company like Ryujin make room for so many potentially lackluster employees? That is a plea more well spent on Genevieve or Alexis. I prefer to focus on the numbers and leave emotions out of my decision-making. Perhaps I wanted to see if I could be convinced otherwise. It's easy to say, it's the right thing to do for someone in your position. But for me, Infinity Ltd. Is a huge financial unknown. It's high risk versus mediocre reward.
Do I want to use the amp? I see how it's tempting. All of these people are terrible.
Your disdain is noted. And perhaps you thought I'd care because you're hopeful. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation? Any insight into what made it successful?
Me?
I agree. Should Masako had informed us too early, we may have all turned on each other. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been.
The internal neuro amp.
It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, it'll keep us secure for years to come. There's no doubt it's our future. It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. Hence the added motivation that will bolster sales. The guarantee depends on if we're willing to make the financial commitment to outfitting each employee with at least a shielding component. A cost that's not lost on me as CFO. It's possible. But with Alexis and Genevieve driving the restrictions and presentation of such a product, it's also highly unlikely. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
I really want to get the neuroamp band. So I may have to use it to get it banned. I think I'm gonna let Infinity Ltd. Go how it's gonna go. I really don't have a strong opinion on that.
Hours in the day. Great, the bane of my department. If you need something, make it quick.
Wow, I was so nice up until this point.
Not much to discuss there. I believe I've made my case quite clear to Masako on why I am against it. All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset.
Leadership. Commerce?
When it comes to profit, I suppose all my arguments do fall short. A certain amount of confidence during the negotiations would go a long way in this situation. Huh. Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me. Talent like yours belongs in the courtroom.
Yeah, I wanted to, but a different lawyer handled that.
Nice to know someone is. Everyone's too busy praising its completion to think about the dangers
Okay,
it
good.
could
She's
represent.
already on my side.
First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life.
I mean, I think that's fair.
Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
Agreed, the NeuroAmp should never seen the light of day.
Well, I'm both glad and surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako's lucky to have you at her disposal, even if you are a continual
We have
thorn in
NeuroAmp
my side.
tied, but we have to
You may
break
be
the
the
tie.
greatest asset, aside from the internal NeuroAmp, that Ryujin has.
I've turned her around on
This
me.
exchange has been surprisingly insightful. But now, I really do need to get back to my notes.
So I would rather them acquire Infinity than not, but I don't really care. But it's the NeuroAmp that I care about.
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side?
Sure is.
Because that's what I do. You want something in this business? You don't pull any punches. The only real question is just how persuasive she asked you to be. Well, you can let Masako know to rest easy. It just so happens that her agenda lines up with mine. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light. I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year.
You know, if you really want to keep her in the public, there's one big thing to consider.
All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not. So let's hear it.
The internal neuro. The research should be banned.
The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal NeuroAmp will define the next era of tech, with Ryujin at the forefront. It's not an opportunity you just walk away from. Not when you word it like that. But a product that can settle disputes or help broaden someone's point of view? Then you really have something that consumers will buy into. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors. This meeting sounds like it could get pretty interesting.
I hope you're enjoying your new NeuroAmp.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting. I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome.
I was told to use the NeuroAmp.
That blasted tech.
Mm-hmm.
If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago.
Good. I want to get rid of it.
I knew it was a grave security risk. And look what happened. You read my mind. Let's just hope Masako and the others see it that way. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd, we're about to add a significant workload onto my team.
Cool.
The last thing I want to deal with are any
I think
more
we're in good shape.
incidents
I
this
just gotta
new
try to
NeuroAmp
sway the
might
doctor.
cause. I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
Alright, last one, and it's the one I'm most worried about, because why would she want the neuroamp banned?
And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope. What? No, of course not. They're purely theoretical. Reminds me of my undergrad days. I mean, I assume you're joking, right? I'll have to get that documented, and we'll definitely want to run a few tests if not. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp. I hope you're not actually suggesting that the technology I spent years working on and perfecting never sees the light of day.
Vina.
This is groundbreaking work. My life's work.
Vina.
Fine, fine. Make your case.
Research methods. You know, you covered all your bases.
Oh, there is adequate data to back what you're saying. More than adequate. Well, this conversation's made me feel like a proper monster.
You're only a proper monster if you
But
put
you're
it to the world.
In a perfect world, tech like this is used for good. But this world is far from perfect.
Yes!
It is. It really is. For years, my only focus has been, is this possible? And then, how do I make it work? I never stopped to consider if it was right, or what it would mean. I guess it'll be up to a vote either way. It's not on the meeting agenda, so I assume you'll bring it up yourself? We just have to hope the others will see reason. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity LTD be? That's what I'm hoping for. They may be the underdog, but that doesn't mean they don't have a brilliant mind or two. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation
I think this should go the way I need it to.
All we can do now is look
and
forward to
I only use the neuroamp on what's-her-face.
See you in there.
That's cool. I'm gonna do this meeting and then be done, I think, because I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Attend the meeting. I really wanted to see the court case for Barrett, but I'm glad we get to have this at least. Where's, there he is. And we need the security guy's there. He's staring at me. They're all a little freaky.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
Legal ramifications are a certainty, but the benefits far outweigh the disadvantages.
Arguments?
Infinity Ltd. could be the Pandora's box of financial and legal risks. I simply cannot support an acquisition.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's
oh, Dalton just drops it.
It's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Alaru set her up. Ooh, yeah.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Sure do.
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
I don't think so.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Enjoy unemployment.
Security, escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Good. Alexis, start
Just
drawing
one.
up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up?
I do. I move to postpone production on the internal neuroamp.
The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
Takes away a person's free will. The moment public learns about it, no one will trust us anymore. Basically, mind control. There are too many more repercussions than needed. Nope. The moment they learn the truth, no one will trust us.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but she's right. Regardless of the pros, the cons are too morally and ethically irresponsible to move forward with.
Agreed. Not to mention the security risks.
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
All against? Vina, prep Project Dominion for storage. Any other matters to bring forth?
Did they all turn?
None? This concludes our order of business for today.
What a meeting.
At least if you're here, you're not screwing up out there.
Wow, rude.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today.
Shelving the internal neuroamp. Not the outcome I anticipated.
It's the best choice.
The truth remains. Lucas Drexler learned a hard lesson, and we exposed a traitor among us. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin.
Thank you.
It's well earned and deserved. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time.
No pressure at all.
I hope that enthusiasm sticks with you for the foreseeable future. Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to
senior operative.
You've more than earned it.
Thank you.
It's well deserved. As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to explain those
Let's
to
go
you.
see her. Give me 84,000 credits and 5,000 credits. 13,000 credits for everything I just did. Do you understand how rich I am?
My career will be over if this deal falls through.
Ma'am, are you okay? Everybody wants to talk with me. I wonder if they're upset that I am working for this place. Literally everybody wants to talk to me.
I hate being stuck in the office.
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day. And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Questions?
Nope.
No, but try to see that as an improvement, since I certainly do. The mission board is more efficient for both of us. Good. The mission board is generally self-explanatory anyway. With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office.
Yes, an
so
office!
Whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course.
Thank you.
You certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy. Just for you.
Well, thank you. My office, I knew I'd get an office. With my own save. Mission board. Cool. Let's go back to the ship and see if everybody's pissed at me. Basically, I want to leave this in a state where I can play this even if I don't stream. And I need to make sure my companions aren't livid with me. Fast travel to the ship, but apparently I can't. Okay. Well, we'll be running. Oh, because I'm... Dang it, I'm just trying to be in a hurry here, and it's not working. I ate an onion, so I'm fed now. I wonder if it just won't let me fast travel. Maybe I need to... I think they're going to be like, you can't work for Ryujin.
Not sure if those
My health bar. My breathing bar. There we go. Alright, let's see what everybody has to say to me.
Is it true you're hunting down... Is there anything in the galaxy you can't ride for? You could probably lasso a whole planet if you wanted to.
What is it?
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
Thanks, I'm glad. I'd be worried if it smelled like your dad's ship. Nope.
Glory.
Handling those tricky decisions regarding reunion.
This is where they all want to talk to me.
In fact, I'm amazed you were able to deal with them at all.
Those types of corporations remind me why I never ventured into business. I can't stand that way of life. The moral ambiguity, the deceit, the avarice.
What you?
Mega corporations.
When I
seem to
think
exude a
morally
complete
gray, I think
disregard
Sarah.
for common human decency. No, I suppose they aren't. That's why I'm happy you were around to step in and place Ryujin on the right path. After all, based on your recommendation, they've ceased their work on that disturbing neuroamp technology.
That's true.
Why wouldn't I be pleased about your decision? Can you imagine if that technology had fallen into the wrong hands? The awful things you could force people to do. Oh, it's terribly frightening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks to you, Ryujin will never have the chance to make that kind of horrible mistake. Well, I've certainly taken up enough of your time. Thanks for letting me get
We'll
that
talk
off
to
my
everybody
mind.
about this real quick, so you all can see all the conversations.
Is something amiss? I suppose now you can add climbing the corporate ladder to your list of accomplishments.
Sure can.
I think it is perhaps for the best that the research program will come to an end. Where that neuroamp technology could lead, there are many bad outcomes. Too many. Except you, perhaps. You do still have one in your head.
Yeah!
I consider this to be a much safer outcome than nearly any other. And before you joke, yes, that is a compliment. And if you are the only one with this neuroamp, I know exactly who to keep an eye on. I suggest you keep that in mind. With the neuroamp matter settled, we should move on to other things, yes?
Hey there. Glad to see you again.
Barrett, why are you just moving chairs? You should be able to sit and talk with him.
Neon. You think it would be peaceful with all those calm waters and beautiful sunsets. But I can't think of any town that's more stressful. Ryujin, Infinity LTD, and there you were, navigating corporate bureaucracy like a professional.
I'm a beast hunter. What's the difference? I actually did love every minute of it.
Neon does that to folks. They show up thinking it'll be one way, get addicted to this and that. It's designed to reel in more than just the fish. Look, I know Neon is going to be Neon, no matter what any of us do about it. But I'm glad you put a stop to that neuroamp tech.
Thanks.
Nothing good was going to come from that.
I don't just corporations. Simple. That's not a sentence.
They could control groups, armies. They could have become a military power. I guess we'll find out if we can trust them if you suddenly start coming after all of us, huh?
Grr, I'm gonna get you.
Ha ha ha. But seriously though, I'm watching you. Anyway, not that I care a ton about the internal politics of some ethically dubious megacorp, but... So, Masako, huh? I mean, between her and Ularu Chen, I get it, but... You don't trust her, do you?
No, it's her, the other one.
Sometimes the least worst option is all we can get. Anyway, you didn't happen to pick up any investment tips while you were in there.
A little insider
Just
training,
kidding.
Barrett.
I don't even want to know.
Cool. The only one left is Sam, and I don't really care. So.
Ah, hello.
Hey, love you. Just had
Okay, that's gonna start. That's gonna be annoying. That's gonna start being annoying. Okay, I swear I'm out.
What's new with you today?
I think I'm gonna get going. I'll be back this week. I don't know exactly when. And at some point we'll check out the new season of Fallout, but I don't know if I'll do that day of, just because that tends to be the day that it's the glitchiest, and I'm excited for the update, but not quite like to Ghoul level. But thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it, and I will, both times, and I will talk